It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Checks this down. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Alert! Alert! Here we go!
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Nick, come on, come on.
Play action. Now Richardson. That is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In motion goes the tight end. Richardson looking to throw. To the left side, he's got McMillan. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Richardson to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talk about this Falcon defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trim in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 75 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign. Second down and 3. A play fake. Now Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And that'll hurt the average. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The 8-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And it's caught. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. They get 14 back. That leads now to a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. This will be fielded at the 17. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key for these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Richardson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
18 Cardinal, go!
Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Koo now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
17 yards.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Panthers.
They'll run the draw with Brooks. Fights through and now a crease. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 Lions.
Richardson. This is caught by McMillan. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, ready?
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. Roll. Let's go.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
On the jump.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 2nd and 5. Now it's Richardson. That's taken in. It's Xavier again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 71 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And Richardson completes it quickly. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Now we're signaling the timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will close the gap down to 14. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action here with Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. That's out wide here for Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw, Penix. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Andrew Beck from 4 yards out. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. That's pulled in by Brooks. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Richardson looking to throw this. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
18, Pioneer. Warriors, 17.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
To kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to Robinson now on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And looking to throw, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On third down, Penix from the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
Understand, they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's go now.
Richardson looking to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is out quickly to the right. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Here's Richardson to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go.
Once again, it's Brooks. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. There he goes again. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 3 here this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Panthers 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
60, that's Cougar 19. 18, 5 in. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, Dragon 60. Warriors 70, go.
To throw again on second down. Richardson. They'll find McMillan here. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. To the air, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A 61-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Let's go now.
Now Richardson. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Now he's loose again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 54 yards. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Falcons 44, Panthers 24. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll throw with Penix. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. Cowboy 80. Set go.
On the counter, this is Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As here's Penix. Into the hands of London. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading